I don't know what are we looking at here? And they've got this sly smile now because they know what's going to happen and we don't. What's happening here now? No. Really?
There's lots of questions that I'm wound up ready to...
I'm out. Alright guys, welcome to another episode of the Drift Games vlog. This is a bit of an impromptu one because today we are looking at two very special cars. One we know what it is, and the second we have no idea what it is. So you're going to find out as we find out in this episode. So basically, you guys will remember that I had an E21 BMW. We built that car and I had to sell it on because we've got a big announcement coming, and that's not coming right now, but in the next couple of videos it will be. But guess who bought it? Our good friend Paulius from TH Components. So I'm down here today to drop off the original steering wheel of the car. Josh is picking up some parts. And then after that, we're going up to the north of Ireland to check out Chris Burnett's new car or new build. I don't even know what it is. So Chris Burnett messaged me and said, I've got something really special that you guys should come and check out. I've been building it for 2 years since the start of the pandemic and nobody has seen it, and he wants us to reveal it. I have no idea what it is, so we don't know what it is. But we're going to go in and check out Paulius' car, which we did see at our last Drift Games drive day, and I want to get a little bit of a closer look. Paulius! He's too busy working. They're always working. Oh, hello. As promised, the original steering wheel.
Thank you very much.
So
beep, beep, beep.
So Paulius now owns my E21. So I'm equally happy that the car's gone to a good home, and equally disappointed that I'm probably going to see it all the time when he's driving around. I'm like,
maybe in Mandela.
Yeah, maybe
the 330 or 328.
He's thinking of putting an engine conversion into it, which I was going to do, so I think he's going to do it the right way. So that's, at least we've got the similar mindset. But we came down here today to see the beast.
She's the
so
beast.
How long has this been in the works?
Probably for the last 3 years.
3 years.
And she was being built in Lithuania as well with the guys.
So this was built in Lithuania, with you kind of giving your input from over here. And
what I did, I just brought a rolling shell to them, and they built it everything.
Right, let's do it.
And once I got it back, I made the body kit for it as well. So
no, really?
That's all I did. Yeah, you know
you body kits. Well,
yeah, I used to do them. Yeah.
He's getting away from body kits because he had to build his own, and now he realizes it's hardship. So this is the car you wanted to build for a very long time. So let's start off as just a normal.
As I said, just build it once and build it right.
But they take a long time to build, which we learned the hard way. So this is, I love the color of this, by the way. It's like, this is wrapped.
That's my wife picked it anyway. So.
Really bright, really colorful. So talk us through a quick outline of the spec.
2J engine in it.
Very.
With a turbo system turbo on it.
That is gorgeous.
Fully forged and all. A small intercooler on it.
I was about to say that's the
small intercooler.
That is the biggest intercooler I've ever seen on a car. That's like a lorry intercooler. So what power is it making?
She's making 660 horsepower only, and 740 Newton meters. And the Newton meters you have at about 3,500 revs, just as a table, steady. So literally you're driving like a diesel.
It's like or a V8.
Or V8,
a V8 with a turbo. So that's very, very nice. Very nice build. Everything, the fit finish on this, I had a quick look around in Mandela, but it is like awesome. Like all the carbon door cards, carbon dashboard.
Carbon BMW dashboards, custom made carbon tunnel, everything.
Thanks for showing us the car.
No problem at all.
And
thank you for the steering wheel.
We'll be back to you soon with some things we might need changing on our cars, but more on that in the future.
Always welcome, yeah.
Exactly.
And I have something there for you, Josh, as well.
So these are
well packed, freshly powder coated.
These are the second edition of the top arms, the Destroy or Die kit. So he's taken them. So before that was kind of going along there, and there wasn't as much clearance. So he's taken it in a bit, so there'd be a bit more clearance. So when we're rubbing on there, to give more locks.
You like a bit more lock in that car. It's good. Well, there you go. Destroy or Die, TH Components, all the companies we like working with, and now no excuse for you to spin out because the car is going to have amazing lock on the car, so it's grand. So thank you for powder coating and Paulius. Thank you for showing us the car. And we're going to head up to Chris Burnett to see whatever he's got to show us, which we at this point have no idea. So let's go. What's up guys, I want to take a second in this video to thank one of our partners here at Drift Games, Link Engine Management. They've been supporters of this channel for so many years, and everything from our 900 horsepower Mustang to our 300 horsepower Turbo MX-5 are all running the Link ECU range. And we've had no reliability issues with either of these cars, as diverse as they are, because the Link ECU system monitors everything right on the dashboard and on your data logging, meaning that you burn your tires and not your engine. Check out their full range at linkecu.com. Alright guys, we are here with Chris. So we know Chris a long time because Chris has been drifting a long time. Since I was actually, even when I drifted and then retired and then drifted, you were still at the start of that. So you've been drifting a very long time. How long have you been drifting now?
2006 maybe, when I started Bishop's Court.
God, that's before, a long time before you would have been in drifting, Josh, or even I would have been in drifting at that stage. That was 4 years before I even did a commentary gig. So, okay, we'll start this story with what happened. So I'm at home, and I'm talking to Chris, and Chris says, you gotta come and see this thing that I've been working on. I said, is it a new car? He doesn't answer me. I said, is it a new engine in your car? He doesn't answer me. I said, I don't know what it is, Chris. And he goes, you don't need to know what it is. Just come and check it out for the video. We want to show you guys on Drift Games the first reveal of whatever it is. So that's a chance for us, because we're going to drive all the way up here to this really nice picturesque farmyard in the north, and we have absolutely no idea what we're about to see, Josh, like nothing. And what he said is, I'll throw the car out and then I'll change it. And I was like, what are you on about change it? So we have no idea what's about to happen. So we said the best thing for us to do is give our natural reaction, the same as everyone watching, of what we're seeing.
Yeah.
And how long have you been working on this?
Stripped it last August. I've been thinking about doing it, but I knew it would take a lot of time. So when I was competing, you couldn't really put the time into it. And then when I first thought about doing it, you Google it to see how is this done. And I know of one other, and there's no documentation on it. Don't think it has been done to this extent.
So this is, you think this is like maybe a world first?
Yeah.
I'm
Like that really,
Josh's face. He's like, I do not know.
usually you get clues and everything, but there's really given nothing here. I'm not sure where my mind's going.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the next yard, and we're just going to let whatever happens, and we're just going to film it. And this is the first time anyway. So even your friends, like even other drifters, haven't seen this?
No, a few of my friends that have helped me on it and stuff, and family, I've seen bits and pieces.
But nowhere else has ever seen this.
This is just an example. So Dwayne McKeever came down, and you didn't even let him see it.
No.
Like,
Okay,
that's how much of a
let's just roll through.
is it round the corner? I'm not sure if I'm ready for this.
Okay, well this isn't exactly world first.
I mean,
so this is your car, which we've seen before. I don't know what are we looking at here?
if he's dragged us down here just to see a car that we've seen many times,
He's taking the side skirts off.
it seems like there's a bit of a routine going on here.
He says it's going to take 10 minutes, so, but this just looks like a man stripping a car. This actually looks like what we do with the car, hitting everything at the event. Okay. I just don't know what's replacing these panels. I presume is. Oh, look at this!
What on earth?
Okay, that's clever. I like that. The lights coming off with the wings.
I still don't know where this is
This is
going.
going. I presume everyone at home is just as confused right now as us. And they've got this sly smile now because they know what's going to happen and we don't.
I think I've just got a clue of what's going to happen.
So that is definitely not the window line of a 180 left there anymore.
So it's definitely going to transform into another car, I'd say. Oh, hang on. What?
So the whole back end's coming off the car with go with the window. What's happening here now?
What car do you think this is going to change into? Okay, this is a very big giveaway now.
Surely not. Oh, hold on a minute. No. And then this.
I'm curious about the rear.
Yeah.
Look at this. Just slots in.
Oh, look at the fitment.
That was absolutely unbelievable.
And it's even got its number in the headlight.
Oh my god, hang on a second. They're 15 door skins. They definitely rehearsed this now.
I'm absolutely baffled.
What does it... Sorry, there's lots of questions that I'm
We'll get to
wound
the
up ready to...
There'll be a lot of questions at the end, but I'm half impressed and half wondering how long the lads have been left alone in the shed here over the whole pandemic.
I'm not sure. I mean, lockdown was great in some circumstances. This seems like an absolute mind melt that's gone on here.
Rear window here. No, really? Curious where this is going, because the front you can do an S15 conversion on a 180, but you can't do a rear conversion. Chris, can you? Can you?
This is the moment. But the whole...
Oh, you are kidding me.
Oh my god.
What? I'm out. I'm speechless.
That... Like... To say the lines of the roof, it's not even, like, cut.
This is bizarre.
This is the best of both worlds situation. If you like a 180 and you like a 15, in the space of like 10 minutes, you can just transform your car.
Look at this. This is Darth Vader designed anyway. Oh, it's going to slide on, isn't it? What? Comes in on, look. Ah, come on. Right, I was definitely justified just coming up to have a look. What? That is ridiculous.
I'm not gonna lie, I was very disimpressed when I walked around and it was the same car from last year, even the same livery, everything. I wasn't thinking this at all.
Where did you dream up this
It
contraption?
started, I smashed the back quarter window and I got Perspex windows and they looked the same size. Would you show you?
Oh yeah, it's not
Yeah,
far.
close it is. Like,
Yeah. Lazy Nissan design that I never noticed before.
It's
So the
a
front
window.
is probably more straightforward because
Yeah.
you can get an S15 conversion for a 180.
yeah.
The doors,
I molded an S13 door and took the the line that's out of it.
there's
Smoothed
a
it.
line in the middle of,
Yeah.
of the 180 door, which
Yeah.
always ruins this conversion because
Yeah.
you go, there's a line there.
So smoothed it in and took the top lip off that one
And then brought this line along.
and then made that out of fiberglass. The other one that I have seen is it Ahmad Daham,
Yeah, I was gonna say
yeah.
he has one.
Yeah.
and he is the 13 hatch.
On his, you can tell it was not an S15. You can kind of just, there's something looks odd when you look at it. It looks like an S15 front and back, but it looks odd. And then James's is a 15 front and back, but the center very much looks like a 14, like the door, the roof line, and the window.
How close is this actually to a replica of a 15? Is it literally size-wise?
So obviously the doors and the side skirts in S13. The window's slightly different. If you can see it, and you probably wouldn't be able to tell.
Unless you parked an S15 beside it,
The
probably.
S15 comes down, and the body panel comes up here slightly. So that's an S15.
a little bit of a higher.
Yeah.
But then when you put the fenders on an S15, it is harder to see that.
Yeah.
Because it changes that body.
But literally the rear from window, roof down to here is exactly like a 15.
Yeah.
This is not a road. This is a very high spec car in the first place. So talk us just briefly if someone doesn't know your car. Your RB 25
25, yeah. Forged.
with Samsung sequential.
Samsonus Wonders Diff. Yeah.
Is this a proper top level pro car? It's not like a little fiberglass replica. This is a proper pro car, competes at the top level, and it's weird because now I can't see it as the other car anymore, which is really bizarre to my brain.
Well, it's mad to think. All that was on the car.
Like, do you know how? You know what? We're going to ruin this. But if I were you, I would have gone to a competition and I would have done qualifying and I'd have come back out and gone.
Johnny would have
And
been
be like, you can't take another car.
And everyone would have tried to disqualify him. And
disqualified. You're like, it's the same car, and everyone would be. There's some argument would have broken out saying he's borrowed someone's car. That is mad.
you literally got 2 cars in the one.
And if you graphic this, you could literally decide in the morning before whether I bring a 180 or an S15.
Or if I smash that, I can
You
bring
can
it
literally
home,
just put the other
put
car
the other
on.
one on it and bring it back.
You could literally just come out perfect. That would be the most bizarre. You could do one qualifying run as an S15, one as a 180. The possibilities are endless. This is one of the maddest drift cars I think I've ever seen.
It's a big statement, but it's a very true statement.
What I think we should do now is I'll do some photos and then we'll turn it back to the 180 again and we'll finish by walking out the exact way we came in, and this never happened at all. That would be so bizarre. Alright guys, well there you have it. Chris, you said you had a surprise for us, and it's bizarre. I don't think anybody has been this impressed by a Transformer since Shia LaBeouf. This is like incredible. The fact that I can't even remember what the other one now looks like. My mind is... We were taking photos just while we were just doing the montage. I went to take photos of the car and I got in to take photos of the interior again. It's the same car, but I thought it was a different car, so I was taking more photos. That is absolutely incredible. What a thing to do. I'll just say. Think of the possibilities. One qualifying run as a 180, one as a 15. I like that one. 5-minute rule just to change the look of the car. I like that idea as well. Confusing the gridders. I mean, they're going to be looking for you for about half an hour and you're never going to be there because there's some lad in a white S15 who's just turned up here. I don't know who he is.
2 drivers.
2 drivers. He could do 4 qualifying runs technically and just change the door cards because they come off as well. So, I mean, he's going to mess with a lot of people's heads when he goes to competition. But I can't wait to see it out on track. That's the next thing. Mind melted. This is the craziest. I don't even know where you would come up with the idea for this, but thank you so much for showing us. We can't wait to see it on track. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, especially Ruby and Emily. We want them especially subscribing to the channel because your dad's famous now. He's in Transformers. And Michael Bay is on the phone right now saying this would have saved us a fortune on set. We could just change everything so quickly. So yeah, if you guys think this is amazing, let us know in the comments because we're blown away by what Chris has done here, and I'm sure we're going to see lots of fun things with this car in the future. And our next episode is going to be the final episode of the Games Changer series, where me and Josh sit down, tell you all about what's gone on for the last year, behind the scenes, all the secrets, all the ups, all the downs, everything we've learned, to try and give some info back to you guys. So make sure you check out the next episode. And yeah, I'm going to go sit in the corner and try and get my mind right after this, but we'll see you on the next one.